What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today, well, obviously by the thumbnail, yes, we bought another car. So what did we buy? We'll talk about that in just a minute, but before that, I want to talk about some of the reasons I bought it, and then we'll show you what it is. But I've always wanted one of these cars, guys. I've been on, if you guys are new to the channel, obviously I have a lot of GM products. That's all I have. But I've been on this website called LS1 Tech. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of it. I've probably been on that site for over 20 years. And this is one of the reasons I went to that site. And I just never could afford it. You know, I was right out of high school and I just couldn't afford all the cars that I wanted. So I always bought Trans Ams and Camaros because they were more affordable. I could buy those. And I still love them. Believe me, I really love the Trans Am. That's why I still have one. And I still like Camaros. That's why I've had one in and out of here. But this car was something that I never could afford. It was something that I always wanted, and there was a guy named SW that had a really awesome one, and he has a, I believe he has a car lot down in Houston where he sells like high-end cars, but he always had one of these. And there was a company called MTI Racing that always worked on them, and I don't think they're a company anymore, but they did like re-sleeves on LS1 blocks and punched them out to like a 427. But it's a car that I've always wanted. And I found one somewhat local to me, about 4 hours away from me, and so I scooped it up. But before I show you what it is, let's get my wife's car out of the way. She's obviously lost her garage spot. Now that the ZR1's gone, then we bought the C7 Z06, and it's sold. I moved her car back into the garage because I was going to start tearing it apart, and that's going to be happening very, very soon, guys. But let's get a cold start on this thing, because it is pretty nasty sounding. If I can get the remote fob has been going dead on me. Hopefully it's gonna work for me here. This car sounds nasty. And I am gonna be taking it back to stock. I know that hurts a lot of you guys' feelings. It is a good looking car. It has grown on me a little bit since we've had it, but let's back this thing up. Tell my wife's 5 foot tall. So go ahead and put your guesses in the bottom of what I bought. If you guys are old school LS1 Tech people, you might know I might have gave too much info away. Maybe not. My wife's been daily in this car and she really has been liking it. Should be good. One other reason, guys, why I don't like WeatherTech floor mats. Look at that floor mat. It was clean a day ago. You get any kind of dirt on them, they just suck. I hate those floor mats. Let's go open this garage. So I feel like I've given you guys a little bit of time to guess, and I've gave away a few hints. I got the garage door open here. What do you think it is? It's probably not something that you thought I would buy, and I don't know that it's something my wife thought I was crazy for buying, and I'll talk about that here in just a second when I get it out. But it is an old school Corvette, guys. It is it's a 99. A 99, and it's really dirty right now, FRC coupe. And like I said, I've always wanted one of these cars, and I tell you what, I'm gonna pull it out. I got the keys in my pocket here. Let's just get in it and start it. We'll pull this sucker out and look around it, but kind of hard to get in a Corvette with a truck in a little bitty garage like this. Old school. Check out, it's got a key. Oh, the brake's on. Really wild to have a key in a Corvette. All right, so here she is, guys. Like I said, it's a 99 FRC Corvette, and the FRC stands for fixed roof coupe. This was the predecessor to the Z06. So they came out with this car in 99, It was supposed to be more track oriented because of the hard top. There was no flex in the chassis. Now since then Corvette's really re-engineered things, and they're a lot more stiff. That's why the new ZR1s and the new Z06s have removable tops. They've really came a long way. But why would a guy, and this is where my wife's at, she's like, why would you go from the best model C6 ever made to the next level C7 Z06 back to a C5? Well, to be quite honest with you, I just have always loved these cars. Like I said, it's a dream car I've always had, and it was just never attainable. And now the prices have came down, and obviously I spent a lot more on the Z06, the C7 Z06, and I spent a lot more on the ZR1. I could have had one of these, but I just never could find one. One never popped up, and so I'm cruising on Facebook Marketplace, and I find this, like I said, about 4 hours away from me. Second owner. This guy has had this car for 18 years. It only has 43,000 miles on it, and it's always been kept inside. Really, when I got there, he said the only two issues that it has is one of the tire pressure sensors is messed up or bad on this side over here, and the key fob was dead, which I already have replaced the battery. It was just the battery and the key fob, but you can tell that it does need a good cleanup. It's got some surface marring from, just being used, but I'll take care of all that. There's no plans to do anything crazy here, guys. I obviously got the Trans Am torn apart. I want to take this apart. We're in the middle of the Tahoe, that's why you don't see it up here. We're still working on the green truck, but no big plans here. As of right now, the only things you might see me do is I'd like to lower it a little bit, and I'd like to retint the windows. The windows do have some tint on them, but it's not dark enough. I want it darker than that. But other than that, just drive it. I drove this thing 4 hours home, and it was awesome. It got 30 miles to the gallon was average, and that was with me having the cruise control on. Just absolutely crazy that it can get that good of mileage on the highway. And I'm sure it would have done better if I would have actually drove it and not used the cruise control, because going up hills you can kind of let off and kind of make it get a little better mileage than what it gets. But other than that, I can't think of anything. I could tell you huge differences in C5, C6, and C7 platforms as far as interior goes. Obviously, this is an older car, and the interior, I will say, out of all of the three that I've had, this has the softest leather out of all three. It's in incredibly good shape. I'll show you the inside. But as far as like build quality and stuff like that, they've came a long way in the 20 plus years that this car's been around. And they've got these old school rubber switches. It's really odd, but the seats are really comfortable. To be quite honest with you, it was a comfortable ride on the way home. The only thing on the inside that I'll complain about is the throw on the shifter. It is seriously like rowing a boat. First to second is like, it seems like 1.5 feet to get from first to second. So it definitely needs a shifter of some sort. A lot of people go to a C6 shifter, which is a relatively cheap option. I might do that, but like I said, no plans to like blow this thing apart, do like some crazy build right now. There's just too much other stuff going on. Also, I forgot about the truck down there that I'm putting the motor in. So we just got too much stuff going on to do anything like that. But like I said, it's always been a dream of mine. And we obviously need a front plate cover. He didn't have that, but always been a dream car of mine. I just love the look of this car from the side, like the side profile, because they never made really another car that had a trunk. These don't have like the hatch that the newer stuff has, or even the older stuff has. This was kind of the first of its kind, and I've just always liked this profile of these cars. So, and it's not fast, guys. It's in fact, it's pretty slow. I mean, it feels peppy because it's a manual, but check this out. I mean, no other Corvettes had that, and it passes through to the inside. It's crazy. You can see I need to really clean it up. I mean, he kept it in the garage, and it's nice and clean as far as not being set outside, but it does need a really good cleaning to come up to my standards, and a good buff job. But the other thing, I was pulling it in the garage and I completely forgot, because all the newer stuff doesn't have antennas. It had an antenna, so it hit my lift when I was backing it in. I had to take the antenna off. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it's always been a dream car of mine, so here we go. We have it. And I'm happy with the mileage on it. Obviously, 40,000 miles on a 99 is just incredible. But tell me what you think. Do you think I'm crazy? I know some of you probably think I'm absolutely crazy because I keep buying cars, but this wasn't a car I bought to really modify. I mean, like I said, I want to lower it and tint the windows, but I didn't buy it to make a race car out of. Obviously, I'd be better suited to go to a ZR1 or something newer if I wanted to do that, and an automatic. These things just don't hold up at the drag strip. The rear ends are not as strong as the new ones. Transmissions are not as strong. This is a T56. The newer stuff is a T6060. So, like I said, it's not fast. It feels peppy for what it is. But as far as, I took my son for a ride, and he's like, Dad, it's not fast. Well, in comparison, like right now, I don't really have any fast cars here other than my wife's car. It's probably the fastest car here, but by comparisons, like that car would absolutely walk all over this car. So that's not why I bought it though. So I want to cruise it back and forth to work, just have fun with it. It's a nice car. Clean it up, lower it. But like I said, guys, go down in the comments and let me know what you think. We have a lot of stuff coming. I'm hopefully going to have a update on the Tahoe video very soon. The other thing is, a lot of you guys have been sending me pictures. I'm going to post a few of those at the end of this video because, well, you guys like seeing that and I like doing it. I think it's really cool to see some of your projects. So I'll be posting some of your videos or some of your rides at the end of this video. You guys wanted that, so we're bringing that back. And well, I can't think of anything else, guys. If you do like this video, like always, please smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, guys, please go down there, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell icon. That way you're notified every single time we drop a new video. And well, stay tuned to see what we work on or buy next.